guys, this is JPOE 1997, and today I was going to show you my basic survival kit. I got the idea from the pouch from Packlet556, so if you see this and you've seen his video as well, just so you don't think I'm copying him, this is I got this pouch idea from him. I got it for $19.95 from Condor. I got it off a military website in Mississauga, and it's a MOLLE compatible pouch attached to your vest, your backpack, anything. It's a really nice pouch. Take a look at the inside. It's got a lot of elastics for organizing your kit, so everything is right where you want it. Okay, I'll open up the kit, show you what's inside. So this here. So first thing I have in there is my candle. This is it's good for a lot of things. You can get a fire going with it. If it's damp conditions, you just get your lighter and light that, and then put it under, so you don't have to waste fuel. If you only have one match, it's a short light. If you light the candle, you can use it for lighting at nighttime. You can make a lantern with just like if you had a can or a bottle or anything, and just in your shelter if you want a little bit of warmth, but you can't have a full out fire. So this is item number 1 I keep in my kit. Item number 2 is this little M&M little tube. It's just got miscellaneous items in it. Okay, the item itself can be used for storing anything, like if I find roots or just anything I find in the woods. So I have some small string. It's used for shelter, for food, for fishing, for snails. You can use for anything. Rope is worth its weight in gold, definitely. This is a little tracking tape. You put this if you don't know, if you intend to be hiking on a trail that you make yourself, then you just use this, and you can find your way back surely. Or if you have your shelter and you want to go hunting and you want to come back to your shelter and find your way back, then you just put this around your shelter and you'll be able to see it from quite a bit distance away. I also have a little tube of super glue. This can be used for a million different things, for healing a wound, for fixing clothing, fixing a shelter. Like if you get a tear in your poncho for the roof, you just put some over this and let it dry. Super glues, and also a thing that's worth its weight in gold. It weighs nothing, and it's always good to have. It's got some thick thread here. This can also be used for food. I can use this for fishing line, and I can just use it for sewing back stuff, sewing up my shelter, my clothing, anything I need it to. So it's an awesome thing. This is thick stuff. It's heavy duty, so it won't tear on me. It can be used for multiple things. This is a needle with a little bit of thread attached to it already, so if I need to do a quick repair, I got it right here. I think I have 3 needles in here actually. Here's a button compass. I keep my big compass in my pack, and I just keep a couple small compasses in here. Just if you have 2 compasses and you're not sure what direction, you just put them next to each other. And if they both point north, then you know that they're both accurate. But if you only have one, you can never be too quite sure, because those button compasses can get rattled around and break. Next item is a little bit of duct tape. This isn't the store-bought pre-rolled duct tape. I rolled this myself. Instead of the credit card, it takes up less space in my pouch. I got a good amount of duct tape there. I don't have to talk about the duct tape. Any of you guys know it can be used for 1,000 different things. Here's a signal mirror. It was about $10.50 at Mountain Equipment Co-op. This is a good one. My old one didn't have a sight hole and was a pretty thin mirror. So, and this one even comes with a pouch, so it won't get scratched. I don't know if I'm getting you guys any light there. So it's a great mirror. Puts out quite a good shine. Next item is an emergency poncho. This can be used if it starts raining and you want to keep dry. It can be used for collecting water if you have to. It can be used for shelter. It can be used for a bunch of different things. And it doesn't take up much space, so you obviously want to keep it. Next item is some matches. These are weatherproof matches. I think I've done a video on them. I don't know. I have a good amount in here, and they burn for 15 seconds, even underwater, which is pretty cool. And it has a striker in there as well. And you can get those at Mountain Equipment Co-op if you're looking for them. Next thing I have just a small Leatherman blade knife. It's a short blade and a longer handle. It's got a clip and half serrations. It unlocks here as opposed to the button at the back. This knife also has a carabiner that comes out. It's locking. If you want to attach your flint and steel, anything like that, and then it just goes back. Never mind. And what would a good knife be without a knife sharpener? This is my favorite sharpener I have. I have a couple, but this one's the most portable one I have. It's not for complete sharpening. It's more of a tune-up blade. We have a system at home that's a lot better, but this is just for tuning up of knives when you're in the woods. Next thing I have is my fishing kit. It's in a little Kinder Surprise container. I got some hooks, some little gummy ones. I got some lines, some weights, a bobber in there even. So it's a good complete kit for the size. It weighs nothing and it takes up no space, and it can put food in your belly. This is an item that anyone will agree with me. Paracord. It's worth its weight in gold. I've said that a lot in this video, but it's just an awesome thing to keep in your pack. This rope's really strong. Unlike nylon cord, it ties really nice knots, and of course it has the 7 interior strands that can be used for fishing, shelter, repairs, anything. Rope can be used for anything, and especially paracord. So definitely keep paracord in your pack. Next thing I have is some food. Most people don't carry some food in their basic survival kit because it'll catch if they ever need the kit. If I'm incapacitated or can't move and I want to get something, I got some soup here. You just boil up some water. This is my favorite thing to drink, to eat in the woods in the wintertime. It's easy and it just warms you up, and everything tastes better when you're in the woods. I also have a Fox 40 whistle with a paracord lanyard for it. It's a really good whistle. Puts a really good blast. And this is only a couple bucks at Mountain Equipment Co-op. I get most of my stuff at Mountain Equipment Co-op because it's really close to my house, and of everywhere I've gone, this probably has the best prices. I also have some snare line in here. This can be used for catching game. It can also be used for repairing shelter and clothing. I also have one glow stick. This can be used for signaling at nighttime, light inside your shelter, or just maneuvering at nighttime. I also have a waterproof notepad for writing down any survival instructions, writing down plants that I found are poisonous if I'm out there, knots that I seem to like, anything like that. Just writing your thoughts. If you leave the crash site of a plane or something, write a note to see which direction you've gone. It can be used for anything, and it's weatherproof, so you don't have to worry about anything. I also have a big pen. I'll usually carry a second one in my pack as well, because in the winter these freeze. I also keep 2 lighters, one torch lighter, so it puts a really nice flame, and then just a tiny Bic lighter. This can also be used for light because it's such a bright flame. I also have something from my survival tin. It's just basic survival instructions in case I seem to forget anything when I'm out there. Because if you're in an accident, then you're probably going to forget some stuff. And it's jam-packed full of information, travel, shelter, food, fishing, signaling, medical stuff. I also have heat sheets, 2-person blanket. These are just a great item. I don't think anybody should ever use something other than one of these or the heat sheets bivvies. They're both great items. The same company, same material. Those cheap little $2 emergency blankets are no good. They make too much noise. They rip. They tear. You can't fix them. Well, you can, but it's a lot harder. This is so easy to fix. Really nice. I also have the tinfoil, which can be used for signaling if something happens to my signaling mirror, and for boiling up that soup or cooking food, any food. I have 2 wet fire tinders. These are just great items. They actually float on top of water as they burn. I'm sure you guys have seen them. They're a bit more expensive than other things, but they're just great items, and they burn really, really hot, and they cool instantly. I also have my flint and steel, which is light my fire. I have my Bear Grylls, one in my pack, which I like more, but this is just one for my basic survival kit. So I can just throw in there and get it when I need it. And the last item in here is a trash bag, a heavy duty. I can use it for a shelter as well, for lean-to. Just make great for shelter and water collecting, and concealing myself if I have to. So all these items fit in this small pouch, and this can save your life one day if you need to. Thanks for watching. If you have any video ideas or questions, just leave it in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to JPOE 1997.